King, I get the feeling that people are scared. They're scared the Lions are going to lose tomorrow. They're scared that they put their faith in this team this season and that they're going to fall flat on their face, and they're scared they're going to revert to their old ways.
Some people, I don't blame them. It's because I know you're not supposed to let it affect you, but it's because of the history of this team.
Well,
it is. And as much as Doug had brought up this week, and I think you've brought up a little bit, the other teams in this league that have gone through some downwards, spells during this year, the Cowboys, the Eagles are going through it right now, and the Niners went through a 3-game losing streak. The difference is, one, those teams actually have some kind of resume to fall back on. All three of those teams have won playoff games as recently as last year. Okay? Two,
the Dallas?
Yes, they won a playoff game last year. See, that's people think Dallas, they want to write off Dallas all the time, and I get it because Dak's never won the big one.
Was last year the first time that they won it in forever? Or?
But they won one last year, with Dak. So those three teams won playoff games last year. The other is that other than the Eagles, the other two teams have already gone through they're trending up now. Those trends, like the Niners losing 3 in a row, that seems like a distant memory because they look like a juggernaut. And the Cowboys can't stop scoring points. Like it's 40-plus a game. That offense is legit. And earlier in the year, we thought that was a defensive team. The Eagles, they're going through it right now. I don't know what it's like in Philly. I'm sure the fans are,
They look lost.
Yeah,
defensively, they're giving up a bunch of points. Offensively, they just can't get it going to the level you thought that they were going to be.
Hurts, he looks hurt. And the defense, like you said, they have players, they have names, but they're just not stopping anybody.
But I feel like it feels like people are scared of this team right now. That they don't want to invest any more of their heart into this team because we've all been hurt before. And yet, should you be scared? Like, are people afraid that Russell Wilson is back to being MVP Russ? Is that what you're seeing? Are they afraid because the Broncos have won 6 of the last 7 games, and this is a team they're doing what the Lions did last year, but they're going to do it better because they've got the proven commodity with the quarterback and the head coach? I mean, there are reasons to be. I get it. But I guess I take that and I look at it another way. Dan Campbell knows what Sean Payton's all about. He worked on his staff. He knows what he's all about. And I think because of that knowledge, it gives the Lions a little bit of an advantage. And because I think the Lions are just a better team. They're playing at home. They've got a healthy offensive line again. Knocking on wood that it stays that way. I think it's as simple as don't commit turnovers and you win the game. I think if that happens, if we look at the end of the game, the box score, and it says 0 turnovers, Detroit, Lions win. I think it's without a doubt. The problem is you can't control that all the time. All it takes is a batted pass, and it goes in the wrong hands, right? All it takes is a blindside hit on a quarterback, and he coughs it up. Or somebody just not taking care of the football, and the defense literally punches it out of the hands. It's football. That's what it's about. You can say all you want, well, we just won't turn the ball over, but you can't promise it. But what I want to almost promise, should I shoot the boot on this?
Go for it, man.
Pre-Christmas shoot the boot?
Yeah. Holiday shoot the boot.
I'll do it. The hell. If the Lions don't turn the ball over tomorrow night and they lose the game, I'll shoot the boot.
Okay. It's not as bold as I thought. But it's your shoot the boot. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much bolder I was going to get than that.
Just straight up they were going to win. You threw in the caveat of the turnover. That's why.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So I'll just say if the Lions don't turn the ball over, they'll win.
That's your shoot the boot guarantee.
My guarantee. Yeah. So if they turn the ball over and they win or lose, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
If they have no turnovers, they win the game. That is my shoot the boot guarantee.
Okay. All right, good for you. I'm rooting for you. I don't want the Lions to turn the ball over, and I don't want them to win.
You don't want to join me?
No, I don't, because I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. All right, here's the one is it's not as simple as what team is better, right? Because if it was, we would have like undefeated teams and we have winless teams in this league, and that doesn't happen because it's really hard to do that. It's obviously who's going to be playing better that day. Now, I'll tell you why you should be worried about the Broncos. I think the Lions should win, but here's the reasons why you should be worried, okay? Yep. One is, yes, Dan Campbell knows Sean Payton, but Sean Payton knows Dan Campbell. 1. 2, Dan Campbell said this himself. The Broncos actually mirror what the Lions did last year as far as starting the season terribly and coming on strong late. And their quarterback, which has Super Bowl experience like Jared Goff did, he may not be that Super Bowl quarterback anymore, but these people wrote that guy off. They Dangerous let him cook all the jokes, all the memes, everything. He's actually playing pretty well.
He's playing very well.
So they are a tough group of guys, man. You know, like as Campbell would say, and those are some dudes, man.
They got some dudes, man.
Yeah, so this is not an easy game. You know, they beat the Chargers last week, and we know the Chargers suck. They just fired, their front office, the GM, the coach. But the Broncos have come back from giving up 70 points to the Dolphins earlier this year to being in the playoff race. Which is amazing, actually.
They do have some players. I mean, they throw the ball, when they throw the ball deep, and Russ loves to throw the deep pass. I mean, Sutton's a good option to have. Jerry Jeudy is a decent receiver. I'm not as impressed with the running game, but they've got a couple guys there that on their offense outside of Jeudy and Sutton that can get things done. But I guess I feel better about the matchup. I like a Sutton on Sutton matchup. I think that might be in favor of the Lions.
Well, the real question is, do you like the Jeudy versus Jacobs matchup?
Well, not necessarily, but I like that if I need to give safety help, I'd be more inclined to give safety help there than I would be for Courtland Sutton against Cam Sutton. I think the Lions' running game, I think they start and finish the game running the football because they can, because they've been consistent with the running game all season long. I mean, they lose to the Bears, they still ran for 140 yards. They'll get the job done. And because my gut tells me we're going to see more Jameson Williams tomorrow night, more touches, finally, because we are speaking this to existence. It's going to happen. I like it. Now, look, I made a shoot the boot guarantee on it. No turnovers, you win the game. I really firmly believe that, because that's what's held the Lions back is the turnover factor. Can they create some turnovers? That would be great. That would be excellent if they could finally create some turnovers.